Touchback.
Check. Watch the You're over here. Watch the curl. Check 4.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
13.
On play action, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
You got that way. 20. You better be afraid of Rocket. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down the 2-yard line. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the safety creep. Check 15. Leon, go.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Switch. Alert 3. Watch twist.
He may try and run for this. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Here we go, D. You got time left. Hey. You got 3.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Watch 9. 6-man. 11. Spawn. No. Big gap. Check. Hey, kill.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
Check.
Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Flacco looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Monday. Hey, high 7. Come on. Gun.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make it.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
Go. Check. 36 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 36. Mike 36.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready. 10 22 saw. 61, matchbox lights. Shoot. Hey, echo.
First throw now for the backup lock. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, easy. 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Q. Sammy. Small. 22, 23.
Here's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
No. 24.
Now it's Flacco. He completes this to Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. So they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking for 2 yards here on third down. Flacco to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Whoa.
Line 36. Line 36. All day.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This defense not going to make trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. 22 by 22. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Lindsey. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tackles. Switch.
Monday. 3 wide.
22, Mike, 22.
Hey, Haywood.
Strip that ball.
Passing play, Flacco. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice. or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now hold everything.